time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. Well, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is a fifth straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the NFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember how strong is their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team.
Sammy Watkins, who's going to go?
Let's go!
In for a Kansas City touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long way.
Baby! That's how we play! Woo!
So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got us started in this one?
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two.
We're going for two, baby! Come on, boy! Come on, baby! Woo!
Make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted two instead of one on top of that.
But this team is obviously going through the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around and just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Well, he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just block him there. They blocked a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the hole, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And that running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, it obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. Well, that starts with the
Dang it, I
organization
forgot.
all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they see right through that defensively. As he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Yeah,
Backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Sanders. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'm taking my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early when you don't have distance coming.
From the 29, Garoppolo. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice game, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that should be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field strength has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now you just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell runner and put it in the end zone.
1 quarter down, 8-0 to score. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Let's go, baby! We got the football!
He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10.
Let's go, baby! Woo! We got that! We got that! Let's go! Let's go! We got that! Let's go! Look at boy! No, it's me, boy! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Look at that! I'll do my favorite one.
Andy Reid never want to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Let's go, baby! Woo! That's my favorite player. Here, bro, let's go. I forgot his full name. I don't know his last name is Hill.
You're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
They can't stop me. I am good.
So here's his kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Got to be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback when it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams split plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Watch, I know what I'm doing.
I don't think they're abandoning it just yet, and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
What's wrong, bro? That's why you guys lost 49ers, bro. 49ers trash, bro. That's why you guys lost.
Second and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That takes us from second to third down. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the draw play, Coleman. But he wants to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The run on 3rd and long, so that's waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down. If you're thinking of
No! No! I was so close.
28-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Run, baby! Run, baby! I didn't know. To be honest, I didn't know what that stuff does.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
He is a square.
Looking to throw again on second.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Woo! Huh?
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good.
See, they can't stop me in football, bro.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time.
I'm still going for Hill. Hill is mine, bro.
No doubt about it. If there's no
Baby!
pressure, he's going to continue.
Money! Money, baby! Money! That's money, baby! Let's go! That's money! That's money! That's money, baby! That's my money! Okay. That's money, baby! Watch that! Here's my favorite. I believe it's Tyler Hill. Tyler, hold up. I just had to turn it down. I was just disconnecting my stuff.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
Money. Money.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to
Te vas a usar uno.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting paydirt.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Boys. Hold up. Alright. Yo.
And after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No, it's Ethan.
Me and Tina are
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
I'm playing Madden.
Past the 20, caught at the 21-yard line. The
I'm streaming, by the way, also by the way. I'm streaming too. I'm streaming on my thing. No, I'm talking to Ari. You know? Chuck it, my dog!
That's not a good combination. I think you just called a desperation time. Let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
I don't have a controller. Why would I buy a $60 controller?
Number 32 now. Here's first and 10.
No, I have a controller for my PS4. $60.
I mean, doesn't anybody?
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll get this only after about the 35. Going back to Anthony Hitchens there on the start.
Like a console.
On second down, it's Coleman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A 1-yard gain there.
It's more than 500. What do you mean? It's around 800 bucks.
2 minutes even on
Yes,
the
it is.
clock in the
Search
first
it up.
half of Super Bowl 54.
Search it up.
You're retarded.
I'm not retarded. Search it up.
You could buy a used car for that one.
No, I said around there.
This is Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach of that stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
All right, I guess.
Throwing his Garoppolo on third down. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the
What are you guys doing?
fourth down.
And it's up to the deep ball there. They didn't get it.
This is
Well,
like
they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get
I can't play because my iPad's dead. I'm legit charging it right now.
Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here comes the 49ers punt now. As he'll punt it away for the second time.
Alright, they kicking off. Get the ball! Freaking get the ball!
And that'll hit the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes.
Hail Mary for Tyler Hill.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does it work for your confidence? Does it
We had
work
on.
for your team?
You better get it. You better get it.
And they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to get at least another one.
As you're saying, he wants the first time out after a cover.
Oh, without a doubt. Well, he's floating on the field, coach. He wants that type of celebration.
Frick!
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him still at a third
Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no.
And this one passed by Travis Kelce. And it gets us up just shy of the 30 to the 20.
Fourth down. No, fourth down. I'm close. I'm like an inch.
They get together like a game plan, isn't it? I mean, they have the right call, have the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks
I'm running it.
Yet he steps out of bounds that
Loose.
close. Not their best play.
So the challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now they're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call
Think
now.
about team deathmatches where when they die, they spawn dead.
On fourth down, it's Justin Kirkwood to take this away. And on fourth and one, it's a
Let's go! It worked, baby!
his way through contact. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Oh! No! No! No, no way! Oh my god! I thought he was actually gonna go through, but my teammate.
Pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Caught here by Bell. So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line.
Here we go. Like 80!
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for... First down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he's going to take off with it. And a nice spin into some open field. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went it backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a...
Nobody can't top that, bro. I challenge Pizza Dude. He's a Madden player, by the way. I challenge him.
It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Sanders has got it complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant.
Interception. Yo, wait, can we replay it? Look at, watch that.
An interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further.
Intercepted, bro.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I guess no need to force him when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes being chased out left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Sub.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Garoppolo now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. And a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. They complete it to Hill. Breaks free again, taking it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Oh, guys, no one!
He get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Mahomes going to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take.
To be honest, I'm not sure how that was actually 2 points. Like, I'm not sure how that was 2 points. Just watch it. Look, I get tackled, and I legit got tackled by 4 people. Ow! Wait, was it football in or something? I'm not even sure. Oh, they're not gonna call anything. Okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Garoppolo on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, a pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And the Kansas City
Well, I want to go.
Super Bowl champions.
Let's go, baby.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now so you're a Super Bowl
Sup,
champion.
dogs?
It certainly is, and rarely do you have a team that hosts a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way.
You guys want to play some Fortnite?
Some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, They'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
You can't.
Can't he right now?
What kind of games do you guys want me to play? Want to play Fortnite, Apex, Call of Duty 4, Rocket League, Unlimited Marvel versus Capcom 3.
Downset hike.
Downset hike? What is that? Downset hike? I don't even know what that is. Okay, so I was watching with Creamy earlier, and like there was llama thing challenge. Yo, I want to try to do that. So I'm gonna play Fortnite. Let's see if I'll still be